Welcome to St. Louis and Busch Stadium, home of the Cardinals since 2006. Saturday afternoon action on the show. It's the Philadelphia Phillies taking on the St. Louis Cardinals. Today's focus is on a bullpen that's been tremendous recently. From the setup arms to the closers, this group literally changes outcomes of games, Singy.
It's been incredible to watch, Boog. And once the starters hand over the ball, it's been practically game over for the opposition. That bullpen will likely play a major role in this one today, too.
All right, we'll be back to get this one started after this. So almost ready to get underway. And our starting pitcher here today, Miles Michaelis. Chris, he's looking for a bounce back this season.
Yeah, really struggled last year, and it was one of those seasons that you just want to flush. But I think you have to remember and take the opportunity when you do struggle to really look yourself in the mirror, identify what went wrong, and make improvements. And I have no doubt that that's what this guy did in the offseason to prepare himself to come back and to be one of the best bounce-back players in the league. We'll see today. They'll have a real opportunity to prove a lot of people wrong.
Trey Turner at the plate. Swing and a ground ball up the middle. Dives, but it kicks off his glove. No throw, and he reaches safely.
A couple of singles back-to-back. To me, it's just a really controlled, balanced swing. He wasn't trying to do too much with it. Just stayed disciplined, got the barrel to the ball, and put it in play.
And a dangerous hitter coming to the plate. Here's the veteran first baseman, Bryce Harper.
Tough spot right here. A couple runners on. 2-ball count. You can't nibble, but you have to execute and finish your pitch. If you leave something out over the plate, it's going to bring in some runs.
That one is absolutely belted. Drops into the glove. Runner tags at second, and he makes it up to third with one away. And time now for the Phillies lineup. This is a veteran-led lineup right here. A lot of players with plenty of experience, Singy.
Yeah, no doubt about that, Boog. These players have been around the game for a long time, and they may not have the flash that they once did, but they've got the wisdom to be able to understand different situations, be able to think with the opponent and sometimes in front of the opponent. And you always seem to see a team like this. They come to the ballpark, they know how to get down to business, and they understand what the job is at hand.
And a pitch. On the ground, 2-ball. To second, there's one, and that's 2. So no runs on 2 base hits. No errors, and 1 man left. And now the Cardinals get their first shot at it here. No score. Back here with my pal Singy. And today on the hill, Christopher Sanchez. What should we keep an eye on here?
Yeah, very respectable numbers last year. A sub-350 ERA. And, you know, guys like that, you may think, well, they're elite pitchers that are pitching sub-2s. They're dominating. But when you can have that kind of consistency, you know you have a chance to win the ball game every time he takes the mound. So, you know, good season last year. Opportunity for him to go out there and repeat it this year, possibly even improve. But I tell you what, if this guy's pitching for me and I'm playing in the outfield, I'm loving every minute of it.
Battling here as he fouls it away. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. Fouled off again, and it remains 3-2. That one ripped right center field, and it hits the base of the wall. Safe at second with a leadoff double.
But when you see that many pitches in it at bat, your chances of succeeding go up, and right there we see the result.
Runner in scoring position, no outs. Contreras digs in now. And that's in for a strike. Fouled off, and they'll do it again.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
No outs, runner on second. Foul ball, still a 1-2 count.
This guy's seen 2 changeups in a row. Could be a little vulnerable for a fastball right here.
1-2 to Contreras. Swings through it, and that's a strikeout.
Well, Boog, I'll tell you, when he goes to look at the video of that pitch, he's going to want to punch himself. That slider had hit me written all over it, and clearly he just got a little too excited and was out in front. Tell you what, when you get a pitch like that, you cannot miss it. Those have a chance to go a long way.
Turner with the throw to first. Play is made, 2 out. Here's the Cardinals lineup now. With an excellent arm on the mound, Singy, this won't be easy. They'll need to take advantage of the opportunities that they do have.
You're right about that, Boog. Odds are they won't have many chances against this guy, but if they can rattle him out of the gates, they'll have a shot. If not, look out. It might be a long day for this offense.
Next offering is in for a strike.
Well, with this many pitches thrown here in this first inning, I mean, you're giving the other team a really good look. He's going to have to find a way to get some weak contact, maybe a swing and miss. Get it.
A swing and a miss. That retires the side, and that'll do it. It's on to inning number 2 in St. Louis. No score. Second inning set to go. Now batting Max Kepler. Swing and a miss. He was late. Strike 2. Got him swinging.
Well, one of the things that hitters will do is they'll look for that red dot on the baseball as it's coming in to let them know what the pitch is. And if they see the red dot, it's typically a slider. But when a guy's got a really tight one with high spin rates, very difficult to determine. And that's probably why we saw a swing and miss right there. Just a nasty pitch.
Here comes Real Muto. Hit in the air, center field. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. And there are 2 outs.
Batting 7, the third baseman, Alec Bohm.
2 outs, base is empty. Alec Bohm will hit next. Here's a rip to short, but he's there for the 3rd out. Phillies down in order. We'll go to the bottom of the 2nd. No score. Bottom half of inning number 2. Here's the catcher, Pedro Pajes. Chris, he's currently the team leader in OPS.
That's a really good take right there. Slider down and in. Very difficult to get on the same plane and do anything with.
Now this is in the air down the line, and that will drop foul. There's a swing and a drive. Dives and he can't hang on. Throws to second. Not in time. That's a leadoff double.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. That pretty much split the zone down the middle, and those are the ones where you got to make them pay. Runner in scoring position now, and a good opportunity to push across the first run of the ballgame.
So the go-ahead run in scoring position. Now up for St. Louis, Brendan Donovan. Next offering is in for a strike. Man at second. Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout.
Well, I think he was waiting on the changeup right there, and he got it. It just drifted too far in on him. I think that pitch is just a little more out over the plate. Probably squares it up, but instead, he's going to have to go take a seat.
And stepping in for the Cardinals, Jordan Walker. Sanchez ready to fire now. That one ripped. It bangs off the wall. And the Cardinals score first. It's 1-0.
Puts a run on the board and picks up an RBI. Against good pitchers, you've got to take advantage of the mistakes. That was right in his wheelhouse, and he didn't miss a stitch.
One out. Runner at second. And now here's a speed threat. Outfielder Victor Scott. Swing and a high fly ball out towards right field. He makes the catch, and there's 2 down. And the throw's offline, safe at third. Mason Wynn next up for the Cardinals.
Win.
2 outs and a runner at third. Bottom half of inning number 2. Ground ball to Bohm. Throws across the diamond. That ends the inning, and they limit the damage. Cards on the board with this double. It's now 1-0. Back after this on the show. Welcome back. Let's check out what's been happening of late. Really been playing well.
Stop.
The other way. Newbar makes the catch, and there's 1 gone. Brandon Marsh steps to the plate.
Brandon Marsh.
1 down. Phillies down a run. Fastball for a strike. 1-2.
That's excellent location on the fastball right there early in this game. If he can do that all game, should be a good outing for him.
Breaks his bat and pops it up. And he's safe at first.
Did a nice job getting there. Good throw, but very difficult to get anybody on that one as far as you had to go and throw. You know?
Yeah, no question. Kyle Schwarber comes up to hit here. Whoa. And a base hit up the middle. Quick throw back in. Lead runner holds at second with 1 gone.
The batter, number 7.
Here's Turner now.
Trey Turner.
Swing and a line drive, base hit into left field. Runner around third, on his way to the plate. He scores to tie it up. Here comes Schwarber around third. Tag, and he's out at the plate.
The base runner did a great job of making that a close play at the plate with an excellent slide. Made the catcher work to get out there and put down the tag. The throw was on the money, and that's what made the difference. Big time play to cut down a run.
So the go-ahead run in scoring position. And now Bryce Harper. Smoked on the ground a second. Tosses to first. That ends the inning and stops things from getting out of hand. 1 run on 3 hits, no errors, and a runner left. We head now to the home half of inning number 3. All tied 1-1. Bottom of the inning. Now the left fielder, Lars Nootbaar. Yeah, that's fouled off. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. He's notched 4 strikeouts now.
He came out of his mechanics there. Typically likes to shoot the ball the other way, but that time a little anxious.
Wilson Contreras now up to the plate. Swing and a ground ball. And it gets by him.
Now batting, the
Man at first with 1 gone.
Luken.
Now it's the DH, Luken Baker. There goes the runner. Now a high fly ball out to left center. Marsh moves under it. Out number 2. Chris, through the early stages, he hasn't been very efficient in terms of the pitch count. He's going to need to get some quick outs if he's going to get deeper into this game. Here's Nolan Arenado. And that's off the outside edge. 3-1. It is interesting, though, when you consider the way the game is run now. Doesn't even matter that much if your starter doesn't go that deep, because teams are really aggressively building their bullpens. Tied up here in the early going. Popped up to the left into foul ground. And that is the inning. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, and a man left. 3 innings complete, all tied 1-1. New inning getting started. Nick Castellanos at the plate now.
Nick Castellanos.
And that skips in the dirt.
You know, these Phils doing a great job, Boog, of just waiting for the right pitch to come their way, and I'm seeing very patient at-bats out of him. He's only given up 1 run, but the starter's pitch count is starting to get up there, and that might be the best news yet for this offense. That was just a great jump and route to the ball. Well, it had to be. If he was going to cover all that ground and bring in that sinking liner, that's the way it had to be done. Nice job.
Down to the dirt, swing and a miss.
2 strikes to a guy who's already 0 for 1 with the punch out. The only guy in the lineup with that strikeout. But you can't get too relaxed. You still got to make good pitches to get him out.
Next pitch is outside. Got him looking. That was pretty nasty.
Well, just a beautiful fastball on the inside corner for that backwards K right there. I think the hitter saw it all the way coming from that opposite arm angle. So I got to think he was looking away and just got locked up by the hard stuff boring in on his hands.
They say it went.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
This one lifted in the air, left field. Makes the catch, and that is that. Nothing doing for the offense that time. On now to the bottom of the 4th, all tied 1-1. Back here in St. Louis, John Sciambi and Chris Singleton with you. And leading off the bottom of the 4th, Pedro Pajes.
Love how he let that ball travel, trusted his hands. Nice job of going the other way.
now, Brendan Donovan. Swing and a foul out of play.
Pretty good pitch there to take a rip at. He wants to get his arms extended. He likes the ball away from him a little bit, just not able to square it up.
Lifted in the air, right center field. Base hit. And they're at the corners with nobody out.
Now, just a nice job coming through in a pretty high leverage spot right there. Put a pretty good jolt into that one. Great swing, nice balance and weight transfer, and he got it to drop in out there in the deep part of the field.
Jordan Walker next up for the Cardinals. Lefty out of the stretch, runners at first and third. And fouled off. Swing and a fly ball, well struck left field. Makes the grab, runner tagging from third. He'll score on the sac fly. They take the lead. It's 2-1.
There you go, nice little RBI there. It's a great at bat, got the job done.
And up next for St. Louis, Victor Scott.
You know, this is kind of a tough matchup as a left-handed hitter facing a left-handed pitcher. What you tell yourself is, I want to stay square to the plate, try to hit the ball over the shortstop's head.
Swing and a miss, struck him out. He picks up his 5th strikeout on the hill. And Chris, that's a way to neutralize his speed by keeping him off base.
And the defense breathes a sigh of relief because he puts pressure on everyone.
Oh, and a nice sliding stop over to first. And that's a great play for the out. So they pick up a run on 2 hits, no errors, and a man left. We're headed to the 5th. It's the Cardinals 2 and the Phillies 1. Welcome back. Quite a pitcher's duel so far. Here's how the starters have performed up to this point. And he swings and lifts one to deep center field. Gone onto the grass hill for a homer. That one felt good. His 2nd of the year, and this game is tied. It's 2-2.
That's a game changer right there. A big time swing, and we're all tied up. Changeup up in the zone is a hitter's dream. It's a BP fastball, but you're playing in real time. Most times the pitcher's asking for a new baseball, just like right there.
So it's all tied up thanks to the home run. This is Bryson Stott. Check swing. He went too far, and it's a strike.
Always exciting to see a leadoff home run in an inning. Kind of gets the offense fired up, and you start to expect a big inning.
That one inside. Ball 2.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
That misses the zone, and the count's full.
He's really tightening up his hitting zone with 2 strikes here. I love it.
Swing and a ball lifted in the air right field. He just missed it. And there's one down.
It's a good recovery, though, after giving up the home run. Not allowing it to stay in the head, but going to work at the next hitter. And a tough one at that.
And now the center fielder, Brandon Marsh. One down, base is empty. That's a hit.
Multi-hit game for him now, and with the lack of results he's been having lately, I'm sure he's feeling some relief. Nice line drive to the pull side right there, but he didn't spin off of it. That's the key. You still have to extend through the baseball in order to hit a line drive like that.
Back to the top of the lineup. So here's the Phillies DH, Kyle Schwarber. Grounder might be 2. On to second, they get 1, and that's 2. The Phillies get 1 by way of the long ball. And we're deadlocked now at 2 apiece. We head to the bottom of the fifth. And here's the St. Louis leadoff man, Lars Nootbaar. Spoils the two-strike pitch, and he'll see another. Cut on and miss. Struck him out. And that's 6 Ks for him in this one.
Well, that right there is just a pitcher's pitch. Tailing away from the hitter, rolling away with some good action at the end. You know, even if he gets the bat to that ball, it's probably just a weak ground ball to the opposite side. I tell you what, that's a tremendous two-strike pitch.
There's the swing and a miss.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
High fly ball down the left field line. Back there. Say goodbye to that one. So he goes yard to left. It's 3-2.
Maybe he's starting to break out of this mini slump. That's the type of swing that makes you think good things are coming his way. Just an excellent swing all the way around, and it had that sound coming off the bat that gets everyone's attention. Got a pitch to drive, short to the baseball, squared it up, and the backspin carried it out of here.
Luken Baker next up for the Cardinals. Headed down the line. And that's a foul ball.
Part of the order coming through now, and with 1 home run already in this inning, they're definitely looking to do some more damage.
Out to short. Slinging it to first in time.
Now batting, third baseman, Nolan.
2 down, bases empty. Nato comes in to take his cuts. That missed by a lot. Now 2 balls and a strike. 2 down, bases empty, but 1 run across. Last half of inning number 5. A little bit high, and that's ball 3.
A rare 3-ball count here. He's been throwing strikes all day. Got to be ready to hit if you're in the box.
Ripped to short. Fires across the diamond, and they get Arenado for the out. That ends the frame. 1 scores in the inning coming on this solo home run. It's now a 3-2 ball game. You're watching Major League Baseball on The Show. Back here at the ballpark, let's check out the latest news from around the league.
Trey Turner.
Out towards left center. Scott on the move. He's got it. And there's 1 away.
That's just a really nice catch on the run right there. He saved extra bases for sure. If the pitcher's his friend, he'll give him a second to catch his breath before he's ready to deal the next pitch.
And now it's Bryce Harper to the plate. There's a 1-1. And a foul ball. One down, base is empty. And delivers outside.
2-2.
That misses, and now it's 3-2. That's ball 4. Tried another sinker, but couldn't find a zone.
I don't think he really wanted to pitch to him right there anyhow.
The right fielder, number 8.
1 down.
Nick
And next will be the cleanup hitter, Nick Castellanos. Lifted in the air, out to left. Nootbaar. And it's caught for the out.
Good pitch. He just kind of had him out in front on that pitch away and wasn't able to stay closed.
Now batting, the left fielder, Max Kepler.
Max Kepler at the plate. With the tying run on at first, and we're the top half of the 6th. Hot shot to first base, and he snags it to end the inning. No runs on no hits, no errors, and 1 left on base. We go to the bottom half of inning number 6, and the 5, 6, 7 slots due up. It's the Cardinals 3 and the Phillies 2. Bottom of the 6th, leading off Pedro Pajes. And that one wrapped foul. Close, but called a ball. 2 balls, 2 strikes the count.
Well, as a pitcher, when you make a big pitch down around the knees and don't get the call, it'll eat at you out there. So some handle it a little bit better than others. And right here, clearly letting the ump hear it a little bit.
Hit in the air left field. Kepler hauls it in, and there's one away.
Now batting, second baseman,
Brendan Donovan getting ready to hit. And the Phillies manager making his way towards the mound now as he will make a move. So they bring on the veteran, Matt Strom.
And we all know about his slider. It's just filthy, man. And one of the better ones in the game, I'd say. Spin rate's very high, and it just breaks a ton.
Ground ball left side. Boom. Throws on to first. 2 gone.
The right fielder, number 18.
2 outs, base is empty. Now up for St. Louis, Jordan Walker. And that one fouled off. Two down, nobody on. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. Up the middle, and that one handled. Tosses to first, and the inning is over. Redbirds down quietly, but they still lead at 3-2.
Now pitching.
Welcome back. We're in the 7th. We have a new pitcher on the mound, Ryan Fernandez.
Well, the best relievers love the opportunity to come in and protect a tight lead late in the ball game. Some of them are just wired different, so we'll see what he's got here.
Looking to get the tying run on base. And a count 1-2. Stays alive. That's towards center. 1 up, 1 down.
Now batting.
And here comes Alec Bohm. Holding on to a 1-run lead here in the top half of inning number 7. Started to go at the 2-1. Appeal down to first. And he went, says Dave Lawrence. That one back up the middle, and it gets through. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single.
Timing on the swing was good, able to shoot the ball up the middle. Didn't square it up as much as he probably would have liked, but that's a good approach, paying off.
At the plate, Bryson Stott. Swing and a miss. That is strike 2. With a single base runner, because of all the power, they are dangerous to tie this thing up or take the lead. On the ground right side, 4, 6, 3. It's a double play, and that'll do it for the inning.
Pitcher made the pitch, and his players made the play behind him. Nice job. 4-6-3 inning-ending double play.
Welcome back. Taking a look at our game summary. Swing and a miss.
The pitch started in and ended up on the outside edge. Just changing planes and very difficult, especially for a left-handed hitter to track.
Gets a piece and stays alive. Hit hard on the ground and up the middle, base hit. And the leadoff man aboard.
Now batting.
And stepping in for the Cardinals, Mason Wynn. Ground ball left side, could be two. Over to stop for one. Over to first, safe.
Good slider inside right there. Batter fighting to get there, just rolled over it, got the ground ball.
And up next for St. Louis, Lars Nootbaar.
Strom has a pretty cool hobby. Collects baseball cards of players who hit.
Runner takes off, and he grounds one back up the middle. They get the tag on him, and that's two. One hit in the inning, but nothing more than that. Eighth inning coming up. It's the Cardinals 3 and the Phillies 2. Welcome back, and a new arm on the mound to start the eighth. JoJo Romero.
These are the spots relievers really make a name for themselves. Late and close. There's not much margin for error, but at the same time, there's a reason they're put in these situations.
Pitch misses there. 2-1. Movement in the bullpen. Ryan Helsley, the closer of the staff, is throwing. Maton getting loose as well. Line drive, that's a base hit. And that puts the tying run on base.
Oh, this has been a really nice game at the plate for him. He looks locked in. Really good swing right there. He got a pitch that he knew he could handle, allowed himself to stay back just a tad bit longer, and he hit the ball on the screws.
So a change being made at first base. On to pinch run, Johan Rojas. And Kyle Schwarber will come up. Yeah, big swing and a miss.
You're a base runner. You've got to stay dialed in here. Look for anything in the dirt. Try your best to get into scoring position.
The kick and the pitch. Runner goes. Swing and a miss. Throws it away. Trey Turner now.
This is a big spot for a big-time player.
Trying to hold a one-run lead, and we're in the top of the eighth. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball.
Well, he knows they don't want to give him anything to hit, but when you've got opportunities to drive in runs, you've got to expand the zone. He's capable of going out there and doing damage with it.
So the tying run at second. Fights that one away, still 1-2. The shortstop takes the ball.
2-2.
Eighth pitch of the at-bat coming up. On the ground, out to short. Whips it across, and they get Turner for the out.
That's a huge defensive play in the late stages of the game. It might not be the most challenging we've seen today, but it needed to be made. That's helping your team.
And now here is Harper. Hit on the ground to short. On the run, throw to first. And that's a nice play to end the inning. So no runs here on a base hit, no errors, and one left. Home half of inning number 8 straight ahead. It's the Cardinals 3 and the Phillies 2. Johan Rojas into the game as a defensive sub now, and he'll take over in center.
Number 18.
Well, one-run game. Here's Contreras now. Strike on the inside corner.
Man, this guy's got a great feel for his breaking ball today.
And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. And down on strikes. He battled for a long time, but it finishes with a strikeout. You can't be mad at yourself after an at-bat like that one. Luken Baker, the next to hit. Swung on, popped up on the infield. Harper hauls it in for the out. And there's 2 down.
Now batting, the third baseman, Nolan Arenado.
2 down, base is empty. And next is the Cardinals 4-hitter, Nolan Arenado. 2 down, nobody on. Here, the bottom half of the 8th inning. Next offering is fouled back. Swings through that, and it's a strikeout. St. Louis goes down in order. And down in order go the Cardinals. But they're up 3-2. We're back, and on the mound is the closer, Ryan Helsley.
I think closer has to be one of the toughest jobs in baseball, and we see a pretty high turnover rate because of it. Every outing seems to be high pressure, this one included. We'll see if he can wrap up the win and get himself a save.
Next offering is in for a strike. Way high.
That was absolute gas. Triple digits on the gun. It's just a different experience as a hitter watching that go by.
Good job to fight that one off. This one driven deep, way back there, and it's gone. We are tied. A shot to the opposite field. His second of the year, and we're starting over. It's 3-3. He absolutely crushed that one.
No doubt about that one, Boog. We knew it wasn't coming back. That's an impressive swing of the bat to go over the wall to the opposite field gap. And, you know, there are a lot of guys that just don't have the pop to do that, and probably just as many who don't have the approach either. He let that ball travel, and he got great extension on the follow-through to drive it out of here.
So it's all tied up thanks to the home run. Here's the left fielder, Max Kepler. Just off the outside part of the plate.
Man, oh man, I don't know how you take that pitch. That's as close as it gets.
Foul ball, another 2-2 upcoming.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
On the ground, Donovan throws to first in time. Now one gone in the ninth.
The batter, the catcher, JT Realmuto.
Here's JT Realmuto. Back and forth we go, a seesaw battle in the late stages of this one. The next offering misses. 2-1.
That's a good pitch there. Really had some run and finished a little up and in, just on the edge. And that's one of those, if you swing at it, you had a broken bat as you jog back to the dugout.
Spoils that one, and it remains 2-2. One out, base is empty. And that's a strikeout. Matthew Ross says he went around. And now it's Alec Bohm.
The third baseman, Alec Bohm.
Struck him out looking. Couldn't pull the trigger on the fastball at the knees. The Phillies get one by way of the long ball. We're tied now at 3 apiece. You're watching Major League Baseball exclusively on the show. Back here in St. Louis, and now the catcher comes up to him, Pedro Pajes. This to third. Slings it across, and they get the leadoff man in the ninth. Now up for St. Louis, Brendan Donovan. All tied up. We're in the last half of the ninth inning. Here comes the skipper, and we're going to see a pitching change in this spot. Matt Strom done for the day, and it's a tie ball game as he heads for the dugout. Back with a new arm after a quick break. So the closer summoned from the bullpen, Jordan Romano.
Now pitching for Philadelphia, number 68. Jordan Romano.
Out to center. Rojas gets under it. Hauls it in, 2 away.
Now batting, the right fielder, Jordan.
And stepping in for the Cardinals, Jordan Walker. Trying to send this to extra innings. Swing and a fly ball in the air out towards right center field. Castellanos makes the play, and that is the third out of the inning.
Now pitching.
Back now, we're in extras, and there's a new arm on the mound, Phil Maton. The offense will
Maton.
Now a move being made at second base. Here's the Phillies pinch runner, Cody Clemens. Here's the second baseman, Bryson Stott. Puts a bunt down. There's one.
Right there. Lead it.
Now the center fielder, Johan.
And digging in for Philadelphia, Johan Rojas. Ball to strike. The pitch. Runner on the go. And that'll get down for a hit. Tag out. They cut down the go-ahead run at second.
Up next for Philadelphia.
And next is the designated hitter, Kyle Schwarber. First offering, runner goes in the dirt. And there's no throw. He's in there at second with a stolen base. And the go-ahead run is now in scoring position. Got him swinging for the K. Pajas collects, fires to first, and it's in time for the third out, so that'll end the inning. One hit, one left. On to the bottom of inning number 10. All tied up at 3 apiece. Now into the game, Cody Clemens. He's the new third baseman. So now a pinch hitter for the Cardinals, Alec Burleson. Hard on the ground to first. Harper steps on the bag. One up, one down.
Fastball groove right down the middle. Usually a lot of damage done with that pitch. A hard grounder, but he wanted to get that ball in the air, maybe drive it into the gap.
Mason Wynn digs in now. Swings and hits one in the air out towards right field. In comes the winning run, and the Cardinals walk it off in extra innings.
Well, you come to the ballpark hoping you'll see something special that day, whether you're a player or a fan. A walk-off win, nobody forgets that. A memorable moment that'll be logged in the...
And the final score here, 4-3. A one-run extra inning win for Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show. I'm John Shambi. Thanks for joining us.